we have a stock 2011 Nytro MTX 153 next to the Nytro Black, which is the exact same sled, the exact same year, the exact same track length. And we have lined them up front to back so that you can see the difference in the A-arm. So it's really clear to see how much further forward we have moved the spindle on the ground. In 2010, Yamaha came out with an A-arm design that was slightly different than the 2008 and 2009 on the Nytro MTX. And I think what they were after is better handling, you know, off trail. So what they did was they eliminated the sway bar, which was definitely a good move. But in order to get the stability, they widened the ski stance. So it's almost running, I believe it's 41.5, so it's almost a 42-inch wide ski stance. That really wasn't the issue. And so when we moved the spindle forward, the 4.5 inches, or close to 4.5 inches, we were able to narrow the ski stance back up and have the good side hill control. The mountain version ski stance is a 39-inch. We are offering a trail A-arm, and it's going to be a 42-inch ski stance. The trail A-arm will include a sway bar mount point, so that you can reattach the sway bar. We feel like if you have a shock that's comparable to a Fox R Evol, then it would be better to run without the sway bar. The shock handles really well. Eliminating the sway bar actually gives the machine more control through the bumps. It allows the suspension to work more independent, and so it's a much better feel. And that was kind of a byproduct of the whole project. Was we didn't realize how well this snowmobile would handle on the trail now. It handles extremely well. It has very minimal inside ski lift. It goes through the whoops extremely straight, very, very stable. It's like being on rails.
That's how the process kind of unfolded, and that's how we ended up with the concept performance suspension for the Nytro. We didn't want to ask our customers or anybody that was a Nytro owner to buy another front end without having a verifiable, some kind of a verifiable experience that what we were claiming was an authentic experience. That gave way to a building a Nytro that we could go out and ride in the mountains. We could capture video footage, and we could put it together in a package that you or anybody that was interested in this front end could actually see this snowmobile performing in those literal scenarios. This here on my right is the green machine, which is our Nytro that we prototyped everything on. And as it evolved, we ended up buying 4 brand new Nytro MTX 153s from Yamaha, and we're building all 4 of those machines into the Nytro Blacks, which are the full-on everything that we do to them to make them the mountain machines that are capable and can perform in the mountains. They're going to be sold to whoever wants to buy them. But we built the first one so that we could show you on this documentary everything that we've done to it. You can hitchhike off of what you're learning in this, and if you want to, you can make a lot of these improvements to your own machine. This is a sled that we would build into a black. We would take a stock Nytro, like this blue one over here, and we would take the whole thing apart, and we would do everything that we're going to show you to turn it into a black like this, what we call the Nytro Black. These are all naturally aspirated. We didn't want anybody saying, well, you're cheating with extra power or a supercharger or turbo. We wanted to really focus on getting the machine able to perform. We're looking at maybe building 1 or 2 blacks that have either a supercharger or a turbo on them. The stuff that's in this machine is the items and the products that we decided that was the best fit for these. There are some very significant things that happen to this machine that turn it into this. I'm just going to quickly go through some of the aspects of it that we did in order to turn it into a machine that's the mountain performance. We take the subframe out of the machine and we completely take it out, but we weld in all kinds of triangular bracing and gussets to strengthen that subframe up. We blast it off and then we super chrome it, powder coat it with super chrome, and put it back in. We took the tunnel off, we powder coated the tunnel. We cut the running boards off and we put on our airframe running boards. We think they're the best performing running boards. This is the new tunnel rack that we offer in 2012. We have our bumper. We take off the rear panel. The panel on the OEM sled is a big deep scoop. We take that off completely and put our insert in the back. We take off the exhaust and we put an under tunnel setup on it to clear this tunnel off. And then we put on what we are calling in 2012 our free ride seat, which is an ultra low, short, and out of the way seat. It allows you to move rapidly and easily on the snowmobile. The seat is not in the way anymore. In order to run this seat, you have to run an under tunnel exhaust system, either ours or somebody else's. You've got to get the exhaust out of the way. We run a airframe hood. The snowmobile has the CNA skis on it, CNA Pros. These are the MTXs. And then float plate, front bumper, other things, LED tail lights, little things that make a big difference, different grips. This is the Challenger Extreme that we picked. It's got an outside edge lug, very stiff at the bottom, and then every other lug is a middle lug with a flexible middle. It's a 2.5 inch. It's a 3-pitch. We picked it just because simply it moves the snow. That's it. It moves more snow than anything else we've seen. And we felt that what we want to do with this machine is move a lot of snow. It has features in it that allow it to have good starts in deep snow, and it's 4 pounds lighter in 2011, 8% lighter than what they've had before, and it's a single ply. So it's a good performer for us. This has been a great track. We've had it on other machines of ours. We like this track. There's other tracks, other designs out there that are good too, but this is the one we picked. When you're riding a Nytro and you get in some of those areas of the mountains, you look at some of those areas and you just sort of veer away from them because you don't have any confidence in the machine. And the front end deals with most of that, but the track, the Challenger Extreme, is a huge addition to this machine being very capable in the mountains. And all the other stuff add to the performance of the machine in so many other ways. This is the free ride bar that we have that we're offering for 2012. It has a 10-degree sweep or rake back. It's got a 2-inch rise. They're available in super chrome or flat black, and they're a 28-inch width. A little bit narrower, but it's a good bar for this aggressive style riding. We convert the steering post to a T-top. It's a chrome ollie tube that goes down through the front of the snowmobile, and it drops about a pound, pound and a half in weight. But the big benefit is that it gets you away from the flat top into a T-top, which gets you into a riser, whatever you want for a riser.